All right. My name is Brett Neighbors, and I'm going to be your IS-15 instructor this semester. And what I'm going to do is we're going to kind of do an overview of Canvas and an overview of my Canvas site. And we're going to do an overview of my syllabus. And then towards the end, we'll have some question and answer. Um, so it might not be recorded. So if some of you guys that are watching, I might not record all the question and answers, but we'll try to do some. All right, so here's what I'm going to do first. I am going to display my screen, just a second that I have. I'm going to share, wrong button. Okay, we're going to go to here. I'm going to share that screen. So now you see what I'm sharing. Let me put my window over here. Just a second. Okay, this is what what you guys would see when you log in. It's basically an overview of myself. And you notice here, I have office hours online for you. All you have to do is click this link, watch it not show up. And then you just click a time. Let's say you want to meet with me. One of these times you click it and it'll send me a message, and you'll basically be set up for that time to meet with me on Zoom. There's certain times of the day they coordinate with my office hours. But let me see something. I move this. There we go. I want to close this. Gosh darn it. It's all hooked in here. So if I go back in here, they're also every Wednesday. This is an individual Zoom meeting with you and me, and that's it. These are open office hours from 1 to 1:50, and it's like a group chat. Anybody can get into Zoom. We all can ask questions. You can get out whenever you want to. It makes it real convenient for everybody. If I scroll down, yes, that is my wife and me and my first grandbaby. I'm real excited about that. So let's first look at the syllabus. I'm going to click on syllabus. I'm going to come right here. As this is downloading, I want to make sure that everybody realizes you can check your mail or you can check your calendar in Canvas, but you can't do this whole class on your phone. Okay, you got to have some type of a computer to work on. Have already had some questions where people tried to do stuff and everything on your phone, and it doesn't work out right. This is my syllabus for this semester. If you are a Mac user, it's nothing bad about it, but if you are a Mac user, Mac does not make Access, which is one of the programs we'll use. The programs we have are free, but when we get to that unit, I can show you how to do it. If you can borrow somebody's PC, that would even be great for just that unit. You could even go to the college and just sit down and do the four little projects we have to do right there in the computer lab. But I just want you to know in advance, we're not mad at you because you have a Mac. It's just we use Microsoft Office, Excel, Access, PowerPoint, and we have to have the SimNet and Connect software from the bookstore, or you can buy it online for the online bookstore at the closed community college. Do not try to do it on your own. Go someplace else. It's just not going to work, and it won't tie into our class. So remember, they've got a good price. It's $105.25, I think it is. It's 25 cents plus tax. So you can go online to the closed bookstore, but remember, they have to send you the codes by mail, or you can walk right into the front counter. It's not a book, they're ebook, so they're little codes. So you have to ask the clerk for the codes and pay at the desk. You won't find them anywhere else in the bookstore except for behind the counter, talking to a person that works behind the counter. So as I scroll down some more, I want you to be aware of my office hours. This is my cell phone number. It's a Google cell number. So what happens is it's not my real cell number. I turn it off and on. I think it comes on at 10 o'clock and shuts off at 3. Most people just text this number if they have a question, but I do prefer that you send me an email in Canvas. Don't send it directly to my district email. Go into Canvas and we'll talk about it. And I'll show you a little bit. Go into Canvas, send me a message from there, because that gets you exclusive attention, exclusively my attention. If I go into my district Email, boy, I've got hundreds and thousands of email every day. So if you use Canvas, that's the first thing I check every morning. I get up, I check it usually in the morning. I usually check it at lunchtime, and I check it before I go to bed or in the evening. So yeah, I give you my cell number, but it's not as important as getting into Canvas and sending me a message in the Canvas email app. Okay. Again, I can't stress enough. Buy your book at the Clovis bookstore online or by visiting it. Okay. My office is on the Herndon campus, which is right across from Nissan dealer, in between Peachwood and what is it, Ram dealer. I'm in room 109, and I'll talk to you about my office hours in just a second. But I'm sitting in that office on Mondays and Fridays. So if you are in that area and you know all the messages get all confused, you may drop by. Please come visit me. Here's a link to get our textbooks. Talks about the codes. On the project side, we are going to do 4 projects in Word. We're going to do 4 projects in Excel, and we're going to do 4 projects in Access and 3 projects in PowerPoint, along with one just to get started in Windows 11. All these are project-based, and I allow you to do each project up to 7 times so this will have a due date. Everybody has a due date. You can repeat it up to 7 times until you get the highest grade that you want. So at the end of the semester, you know, all sad, Mr. Neighbors, I didn't really do good in some of the projects. I can go back and look and see how many times you did it. Use your maximum, get as many points as you can. It just helps everybody out. My communication policy is right here. It's pretty straightforward. I use Canvas and I use Zoom, and you can make appointments with me on the home page. There's one thing that I like to point out. I agree to respond. I'm always going to respond to you within 24 hours. However, if I do not get back to you, please send another message to me. It's not that I blew you off or didn't know. You might have got misplaced. Just if I'm not back and answer your question in 24 hours, which is really odd, send me a message again. Okay. I don't answer my emails on weekends. Usually the first couple of weeks I might. However, I'm in a timeline. I have a big, it's called a plan for my college and up plan, and I have to get it done by the 1st of February. So usually the weekends are going to be spent getting this document prepared. So there's some communications. Here's my office hours. Again, 12 to 2:35 on Mondays. I'm sitting in there. Come visit me. Room 109 is the ground floor in the big building. Just park and just visit if you need some help. I'm always online. Just click right here from 1 to 1:50 on Wednesdays, and on Fridays, 11:30 to 12:45. I will warn you that a lot of times they schedule meetings for me on Fridays, and if they do, I send out a message early the day before on Thursday. So if you had scheduled or took a day off from work to come see me on a Friday from 11 to 12:45, that's could be a little risky. But on Mondays, they never call meetings on Mondays. So if you have to take some time off to come visit me, Mondays I prefer. Fridays are good because 50-60% of the time I am in there. I'm always doing my office hours on Fridays. It's just a matter of moving them around for my meetings. As we scroll down, attendance, academic accommodations. I adhere to all the accommodations. You don't have to worry about it. This is how to download the newest version of Microsoft Office for your computer. And we'll talk about that a little bit. I have videos for you. And if you want to know if you do have the latest version, you can always open up Word on your computer and go to accounts down here. And if you see all these little icons, that red one's is Access. That means you've got a very good updated one. This one is, I can't see it from here. My eyes are really bad. Computer policy. Here's the deal. If your network or your software is not working, it's not a reason to really kind of say, I can't do this. I can't do my project because the computer's not working or the network's not operating. It's your responsibility. If your home network goes down, you can always get in the car, go to Starbucks, go to McDonald's. Most likely I give you 7 days to do each assignment. If it's 11 o'clock and it's due at 11:59 on a Usually it's all due on Wednesday nights, and you're texting me at 11 o'clock saying, Mr. Neighbors, my network's not working. Most likely, I'm going to tell you should have planned ahead and did it a couple days before, but it is your responsibility. If your computer goes bad, look around, start thinking now, who can I borrow a computer from? My uncle, my aunt, my girlfriend. I can always go to the school. We can do it that way. I scroll down a little bit more. Here's my online conduct. Here's all the points. This is the project points right here. Okay, so I scroll down. Those are projects. You know, there's a training part, and then there's the project part. You get points for that. You can do it up to 7 times for the highest grade. For your quizzes, you have 4 quizzes, 25 points, and then a midterm. Your quizzes you can take 3 times for the highest score. You got 1 shot on your midterm, which is the 100 pointers. I don't mind that you use your notes, and we'll talk about that as we go. Then you'll have 6 or 4 more quizzes. I take the highest score of 3 attempts on each of them, and then you have a midterm. Okay. So your total for Connect is going to be a lot. It's going to be 400 points. As we go down, you can see we have some discussion questions for 120. Yeah, that's right. I was looking to make sure I had the right points. My grading skill already goes down to an 89 for an A and a 79 for a B and a 69 for a C, and goes all the way down. I give you 1 percentage point in advance. So if you call me right before in May, the end of the semester, you say, my dad's going to kick my mom, my uncle is going to kick me out if I don't get an A, and I'm only 1 point away. I'll probably say, start looking for an apartment because you're 2 points away, and you're not going to make it. Okay, let's scroll down a little bit more, and that's about the end of that. What I like to go into, and you can scroll through this and call and ask me questions. It's pretty straightforward. I'm going to go into the class a little bit. Most everything happens in the modules. Well, everything listed is in modules. Okay, some people have said, I can't get in. It's locked. It's locked. The orientation number 1 is locked. So if you click on it, it talks to you about, you always got to mark the done button at the bottom. So I come down here, look at here, done. So I can go to the next one. I scroll down. Okay, that's my family. A little bit about me. That's everybody in my family. And that's wedding day. Look at that. I lost a lot of hair. And that's about basically when we moved out in the country. I had all my little ones. I go to the bottom. I say mark done. This is the only unit that really does this because there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, and I expect you to know it. How to get your ebook, what it's going to look like. Okay. It's all right here. I'm going to click back on modules. And you're going to see here that I have, after you finish this unit, you get checkbox. This one's not done. You got to start there until everything else is revealed. Once you get through with this, you'll be able to see the other units. But I want you to go through, and this is due on October. Well, that says October. It's due on the 17th. I need to change this in here. That's crazy. Hold on. That's modules. Modules are very, very important. Grades are right here. You just click on it and you can see grades. You'll be able to get into McGraw-Hill right here once you have your codes, and you'll be able to get into the SimNet right here. Your calendar for this semester is right here. If you ever want to know when the due date is, okay, don't look on the side panel. You come right into calendar, and everything is laid out. Everything is here for you. Okay, so I'm going to go back into my course. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of the student view and let you see my view. And I'm going to ask, I'm going to stop sharing. And I'm going to ask if there's, what kind of questions do you have that I can answer for you? You can go ahead and unmute yourself and say, Mr. Neighbors, I got a question for you when it comes to X, Y, Z, or this. I do have one thing I want to show you. I'm going to go back and share one thing. I apologize about this. I'm not looking at the chat. I'm totally sorry. I don't have that opportunity to get in and do that. Let me see. I'm going to go back in here. I want to show you one more thing. So now you see this. I want to go into modules and I want to show you in modules. Once you get to like Windows, or even when you get down here into Microsoft Word, when you get into Microsoft Word, it's going to show you how to download it. And there's a video you can check to see if you a link that shows you how to make sure you know that you have the whole enterprise. It's free. It doesn't cost you a dime. I have a video right here, and this video is going to take you right through how to download it. I'm going to mute it so you don't hear it. How to download it from our school website. You got to be right here, and what to do. Now, if you get an error message, I'm going to stop it. If you get an error message, what you need to do is the following. Click this link, see if you can get a download. If that doesn't work, you call this number right here. It's the State Center Community College. If it says your subscription or something is not available or something like that, you call that number at the help desk and they will activate it for you. So everything is free when it comes to Microsoft Office. Free. Okay. And you find these in modules and you can find them all over the place. And I can send them to you as well. Okay. I'm going to get out of this share again. Okay. Some questions. Who's got a question for me?
I have a quick question.
Go for it.
So I have an iPad. Will that work, or it has to be specifically a computer?
It's going to have to be some type of a computer.
Okay.
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 You can check them out from the library. And if you need a link, I can just send me an email and I'll send you the link where you can check them out for a semester. But you got to do it quick because everybody's going to try to grab them.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
Will HP work too? Like
HP will work. That's fine.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Other questions?
Adding on to that question, what laptop would you recommend that would be the easiest with all the platforms we're going to be using this semester?
PC, any type of PC.
You have PC, okay. All right, thank you.
Or a laptop or regular computer. Now I'm telling you, we'll get to it later, but I always recommend students, if you don't go buy a computer for this class, you can borrow one. But if you're going to buy one, or your parents are going to buy you one, I always say go to Costco, get something with 16 megs and you'll be happy. There's some HP there. They're all under $1,000. So that's not I don't get any kickback from it, but that's what I bought for my kids. And that's what I have besides my desktop. Other questions?
Sorry. Yes, I have one last question.
Yeah.
So I go ahead and purchase for the SIPNet online. I go ahead and purchase it. It was like around like 200 and something.
You bought that at the wrong place.
Yeah, because it's showing different dates for different.
Did you go to the Clovis bookstore?
I did not.
That's the problem. Is
there any way that I could exchange it or like return it?
I have no idea where you bought it at. So I would, wherever you bought it, I would go back because that's just the Connect and you'd have to buy the SIMnet on top of it. So it's going to run up to $400 if you don't take that back. Yeah,
because I went ahead and purchased the other one, the book where we're doing the chapters. Yeah, I can see that.
Did you buy it from the bookstore?
The other one?
I don't know. Oh, the SIMnet?
The SIMnet? No, I didn't buy that one.
Okay. I would send everything that you have that you didn't buy from the Clovis bookstore back and don't even open it. And then go to the Clovis bookstore, spend $105 and get the right one. You're going to have a lot of problems if you don't.
Okay, yeah. Well, hopefully, yeah, I could do that. I mean, because it came out almost to 400.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that was a ripoff. I'm sorry. I'm totally sorry, but that's why I put all those links in the syllabus and on the website.
So when I went to the link, it didn't take me anywhere.
Well, were you on your laptop on the iPad?
Yeah, I was on my iPad.
That's probably what it was too. Always use Internet Explorer. Not that it's the best. I'm sorry, Chrome. No, Google Chrome, sorry. Not the Chrome pad, but the Chrome browser. Not that it's the best, but it seems to not have as many problems with the software that we use for this class. So that's another thing to make sure that you're using.
Oh, yeah, because it's my first semester taking online. So honestly, this is kind of confusing to me. And it's been a little bit challenging.
Always go to the syllabus on online classes. First thing before you react or act at anything, is go to the syllabus and see what the instructor says. Because you'll see on my textbook, it said go right to a certain spot. But always, 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 before you do any action or pay any money, go to the syllabus of the class.
Okay.
Okay. Other questions out there?
I think I did the same thing where I bought it online on Simnet and then I bought the Connect course separately and it came out to about the same, like $400. So
I
you
would ask for
recommend
them.
to return it and then go to the bookstore and buy the book there.
It's not a book, the ebook. Yes. I would, whoever you bought your stuff from, I can't help you with that. You got to try to get them to give you your money back. And then go to the bookstore and get the proper material.
蛮好吃的哈，你可以吃派派哦，你想吃法兰也行，吃派派也行，OK。吃披萨也行，自己吃披萨。
I'm sorry, I don't understand. Other questions?
Yeah, Mr. Neighbors, I just wanted to ask or just make a recommendation. In previous semesters that I've had in class, there was a time limit to returning some of the materials. So just keep that in mind when doing so. Don't delay it. Just do it as quickly as you can.
For the people who bought the software?
Yeah, for people who bought the software, I
Yeah.
believe it's like only a couple of days, maybe up to a week.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's somewhere around there.
So if you bought the wrong software, contact them ASAP and get your money back. By the way, Simnet and Connect, if you go through my Canvas website and click on them, they'll give you a 14-day trial. So you can start right away working on it for free for 14 days. But I do suggest you go to the Clovis bookstore or the online bookstore and purchase it.
So that is where I purchased it as well. But you're saying that's the one that's incorrect?
No, on
Through
the
the link?
yeah, you don't buy that through there. You get what is called the concierge, the free access. When you go in, I'll send out a video too, because on the website, there's a video on how to register, and on the card, it talks about it. So instead of purchasing it from them, if you go in and you use the 14-day free trial, and then you can buy it from the bookstore. But yeah, don't buy it from within that system. You have to have the codes. That's really what you're buying when you go to the Clovis bookstore, is the codes.
So the code is for Simnet as well, not just Connect?
It's the one you buy from the computer, from Clovis Community, is for both. For
Okay.
105. Okay. Again, like John said, I would start actively calling the people that you bought that from and ask for money back, or tell them, I'm a student and it's 105 in my bookstore. I don't know why I got charged. And so maybe they'll give you a credit. Other questions out there?
I actually had a question about the projects you're going to give us. Are they all like separate through separate weeks and everything like that?
Yeah, they're spread out. If you go to the calendar, they're spread out. Somebody's coming on through a whiteboard. There we go. They're spread out. And so what happens is, if you go to Canvas calendar, they'll show you there's, like a 2 week, there's everything takes 7 days, but so it'll usually take 7 days to complete it. We're still a little bit away from the more intense projects, and I'll send a lot of videos out showing you how to do it. Matter of fact, what I will do, watch this. I should have done it earlier. I have every one of them done on video for you that you can watch. And as you go through each week, at the bottom of each of them, it says, watch the Connect lectures. Mr. Neighbors has every one of his lectures done already. So I have my notes for you right here, and I have my lectures. That's one part of what I've already done for every lecture that we have in every chapter. Also at the bottom, I have what is called the Simnet instructions. So what happens is here is I have every project already done for you in Word. I have everyone done in Excel, Access, and PowerPoint. So in Simnet, they give you step-by-step, but sometimes students still scratch their head and they go, what is that? What does number 3 say to do? I don't get it. Well, you can watch the PowerPoint that shows you how to do it, the videos that show you how to do it as well. So every project has an extra video that I created for you. And all my lectures for all the chapters that we're going to do, they have already been created. So there's not a lot of stress. Technically, I give you 7 opportunities to do it over and over and over. And the quizzes, I want you to be successful. And what I really want you to know how to do is these projects, Word, Excel, Access, and PowerPoint, because when you get out in the business world, Access is a big deal, and some of the Office products are as well. I have a lot of businesses that are telling me that's they don't use Google Docs. It's just not secure enough for business organizations. They're still using Microsoft Office packages. So I really want you to know that. That's why I give you 7 attempts to do it over and over and over till you know it. Okay. Don't think you should stress about the class, because I'm here a lot. I'm here for you all the time. However, if you're not putting the effort in or you're getting behind, you can catch up. But if you disappear for long periods of time, you're just going to sink yourself. And I don't want that to happen. So if you're struggling, send me an email, come to my online office hours, come into my office, contact me, let me know. But I can help you. Okay. I can help you. I've been teaching for 34 years, and since 2000, I've been teaching online this class. I also teach it up in the Bay Area at another community college. I've been around this thing. I know where you're going to run into problems. Just let me know what you need. Okay. A couple more minutes here. Anybody else have any questions? Thank you so much for coming. What I'm going to do is record this. It's already recorded. I'm going to send this back out so that you can review it. Again, if you have purchased the wrong software, start working through the publisher, wherever you purchased it, and say, I got the mistake. I did it wrong. Can you either match my bookstore or can you give me a refund? And usually they will. Okay. I'll probably have a couple more where we just have a group where you guys can come and everybody talk throughout the semester, and I can record it and send it out. So I want you to have a
quick
great
question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So sorry, my audio wasn't working. I just fixed it. So is the ebook and all our assignments going to be through a link that you have on your Canvas?
Everything comes through Canvas and links you into my ebook and the software of Connect and SimNet. Yes, sir. And you
Okay,
need to have
so
Microsoft Office, which is free, and that's a
yeah,
big thing for you.
yeah, we access that through the website, the Clovis community.
Yes, and you can download it. You might have it, but sometimes it might be an older version. I always get students that use just the generic one, and they go, "My Word doesn't look the same. I got some problems," and that's how I can usually tell that they're using the wrong version.
Okay,
I have
so
emails for tomorrow, or probably by Friday. You're going to get bombarded in Canvas with some more emails telling you how to download it to make sure you're doing the right one. Your first
okay,
assignment is not due till Wednesday. Okay, so we got some time. You can go all the way around, but it's the quiz, the syllabus quiz, and the discussion question. You need to reply to 2 people. If you don't do that, I have to drop you. That is the requirement. The college is a no-show.
and so what assignments will be on the ebook? The
It'll
assignments?
be what's in modules. And if you go into Canvas and go into
Okay.
modules, they're all there.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? I got to log off here by 6 here. I got a couple of seconds. Anybody else?
Good evening, Mr. Neighbors. I do have a question. It's
Yes,
just more.
Stacy.
So I looked at everything, your modules and how you have your layout,
Yes.
and there's some pages on there that doesn't say mark done. So there's like a red line through it. Is that just for us extra notes and information for us just to use and to keep that'll help us for upcoming projects?
And are you talking about in the unit 1, the orientation and project 1, or farther down?
Just currently right now through module 1, sir.
Okay. I mean, there might not be a button that says mark down. It might say next. The reason I want the mark down one is to make sure that you viewed it. So when I ask students, hey, did you see this? And they said, no, I never saw it. I can go back in and I see where you've been, and I can see what date and time you put marked or done. But if it's next, you should be fine. There shouldn't be any red X's. I'm not sure where that is.
Okay, then it's probably on my end, but I just wanted to make sure because I know I did see in some of the notes that you had in your modules, there was a video, and when I looked at it, it didn't let me say either mark done or next. I just had to refresh the page and it didn't even show that I looked at it.
Okay.
So I was just
What
making sure
browser are
it
you
was there
using?
something else I had to do.
What type of computer are you using?
I have an HP laptop.
And are you using the Google Chrome browser?
Yes, sir.
Do me a favor, restart next time and try it again. I can go in, Stacy. I have to leave to another meeting, but I can go in and check if you'll send me an email and see exactly where you were and what happened. But I kind of want to know a module number on it because I always label them by chapter. Was it 0.5? Was it 1.1? You know what I mean? And then I'll go back in and look at it.
Yes, sir. I'll send you an email to see where this was giving me trouble.
Okay. We'll get it covered.
Yes, thank you so much. I really
You're-
appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anybody else before I hang up here? I'm sorry. This is only the start. We'll have more. I know there's a little tension, but I think I give plenty of time to get everything done. And I'm willing to work with you. So I appreciate you coming tonight and keep in touch with me if you have questions.